What is up, everybody? Sam here with BFPGear.com, and today we're going to be swapping out the trigger on this Axe 2.0 with the HK Army Deathblade trigger. So HK Army, this is actually like one of the few upgraded triggers that you can get for the Axe 2.0. If you're not a big fan of like this kind of like S-style shape, you can actually swap it over to basically a deuce, which the deuce triggers have been growing in popularity, and you typically are going to find these on higher end markers, kind of like the Field 1 Force. The new CS3 Pros come with them, and then of course Infamous. I mean, they make a ton of accessories for paintball markers out there, and one of their specialties is the deuce trigger. But this is arguably going to be one of the best feeling trigger shapes because it's going to allow you to achieve higher rates of fire, and it's a really simple part to put in and just swap. There are going to be a couple things that we have to go over though, like some pre-adjustments that you need to make, so that way when you install it, your marker is going to be in working condition. So with that said, we're going to see you guys and gals after the intro. Okay, so got my Axe 2.0 right here. We've got the HK Army Deathblade trigger. This is for the Mini GS, and it works with the Axe 2.0 here. I did mention that you do need to do some pre-adjustment, which actually tells you right here on the back of this little card. So we'll go over that here in a sec. $39.95, comes in a variety of different colors. No different like trigger shapes quite yet, but this is all information at the time of the video being made. And then you just get that 5/64 Allen key tool to adjust your trigger adjustments here. And then of course, this slightly larger one. I'm not good with sizes on Allen keys, but all I know is that this larger one fits this screw right here that retains your trigger in place. I did make one small pre-adjustment here though. This trigger that's behind the ball bearing, I did adjust inward so it will hit the micro switch. And then sometimes the trigger will come with this screw sitting right up here. Sometimes that is not installed here, and you just need to put that screw in place. And I highly recommend using like blue Loctite or like Vibertite VC3, I believe is what it's called. Don't use red Loctite unless you want this thing stuck here permanently. But that way, when you're shooting and stuff, and the vibrations, are happening as you're shooting your marker, using the trigger and stuff like that, it's not just going to back this thing out and then your trigger adjustment's all messed up. So with that said, let's go ahead and install the trigger. And it's literally just one screw. Very, very simple and easy process to basically upgrade your trigger to a deuce. So once you take that screw out, this thing will, the original trigger will hook forward. You just need to unhook it and it just comes right out. And then set that to the side. And then let me actually do a little pre-adjustment here. I'm gonna take this one and screw it in just a little bit further. All right, and then just hook in from the top of the trigger here with this screw, and then just kind of let it right in. So we heard that the switch went off there, which is great. And then just get the screw, line it up with the retention spot there. Grab our Allen key, and let's just tighten it. And there, that's literally it. Now that the trigger has been, upgraded, installed, you're gonna get that deuce style shape there. So as you can see, it kind of rakes out just a little bit further at the bottom. It's gonna give you just that like further point of contact with your bottom finger. So when you start walking the trigger, you're gonna get those super high rates of fire. And then now that it's installed too, you can sit here and mess with all these different settings to get it to however you like. But that's how you install the HK Army Deathblade trigger, and we're going to go ahead and flip the camera around and get some closing remarks on it. And that's all there is to it. Very, very simple and easy procedure to installing the Deathblade trigger here, but going to this deuce style shape over this S style shape is an upgrade for some folks, and then for others, it's just, basically it's all personal preference. With many different colors to choose from, it's an upgrade for $39.95, which is pretty dang cheap for an upgrade. But it allows you to lock the trigger and get those higher rates of fire here. So I'm gonna turn the eyes off and you'll hear the click here. It's very effortless, very easy to do, and again, super easy installation. So if you're looking to upgrade your Axe 2.0, I'd say look no further and pick up the HK Army Deathblade trigger today and get those orders in right now on BFPGear.com.